What's up, everyone? Welcome to Power Play with CJ Prospect Profiles. Today we're focusing on Jack Dougherty of the U.S. Development Team and a 2014 draft eligible defenseman who will be taking his talents to the Wisconsin Badgers next year. Was originally committed to Ohio State, but then coaching staff changed and signed with the Badgers and Mr. Eves about 2 months ago. So it's definitely a good get relatively late in the process for Eves and company. Craig Button got him in the top 60, so probably a top 2 round pick, top 3 round pick anyway. Minnesota native, and he's going to a good situation in Wisconsin, where Wisconsin's done as good, if not better, of a job, if that's the right way to say it, in terms of producing quality NHL or professional defensemen the last couple of years. We're looking at McDonough, Smith, Schultz. Now obviously Gardner. McCabe's having a good run. He'll be a great pro for a number of years. I'd say, with the exception of Boston College, who has 3 guys alone on the Pittsburgh Penguins, the Wisconsin Blue Line alum are doing as well, if not better than anyone else on the show. But I digress. So he's made a good decision. It's tough. I'm sure it's tough for the Golden Gophers not to get him, but it is what it is. He's having a pretty solid year with the development teams. I'm getting the different numbers off the development team because it's not a straight cut thing, but this one I got here is 9 points in 10 games. The development team, for whatever reason this year, the points seem to be up. I know Milano and Eichler both having amazing runs. This is Larkin up front. I don't know if that's indicative of just their talent, which is obviously great in all three. For all 3 of them, but Dougherty as well. But I think it's just the way it's going this year. They're a lot higher scoring than usual. But back to Dougherty, righty shot, 6'2", 190 pounds. Good all-around defenseman. Not a great skater, which, oh my god, but he's a smart enough hockey player where, just think his hockey IQ makes up for his, not being the best skater on the ice, which is good. It's good to see all these guys that can skate their way in and out of trouble, but get themselves in too many precarious situations because they can't think the game, as they're not 2 steps ahead. The big thing with being a defenseman, especially, is being a chess master. You got to think 3 steps ahead in all situations. Dougherty got that going on for him. And like I said, he's going to an absolute factory of NHL defensemen. So he's going to be a guy to watch this year for the development team. Like I said, having a good run. Was a pretty good player at St. Thomas Academy in the Twin Cities. Just like I said, an all-around good hockey player. And it's tough. I believe he's a Minneapolis kid. Cottage Grove, which I think is a suburb. I could be wrong. So I'm sure it's a tough get. Like I said, not for the Gophers not to get him. That's just like an idiot per usual. But Eves will mold him into a quality player, and I'm really excited to see what kind of college hockey player he is, and what steps forward he takes, as well as where he falls in the draft. I'll be there in Philly, and I'll be very intrigued to see where this righty shooting defenseman bound for the Wisconsin Badgers starts his pro career. Anyway, that's on this episode of the Power Play with CJ Prospect Profiles on Jack Dougherty, the U.S. Development Team. Stay tuned for episodes throughout the season and beyond. Later, guys.